Good morning, YouTube friends. Today is Saturday, the 13th of April. Oh, time flies, huh? It's a little after 8 a.m., 8:10 or something. We are at Enghaveparken, close to Enghave Plads in Copenhagen, in the neighborhood called Vesterbro. Today we're going to take I was about to say random walk, but that would be lying. A semi-random walk through Vesterbro in Copenhagen. Why is it only semi-random? It is semi-random because I'm a little late cherry blossom wise. Earlier this morning, which will probably be the video you saw last week, we did a walk in Dybbølsgade cemetery to see if we can get a last glimpse of the cherry blossoms this year. I'm maybe a week too late. Last year was a week too early, so maybe next year we'll hit the sweet spot. But anyways, I'm taking this semi-random walk. The semi thing, as I was saying, is it's muddy here. Need to be careful. It's because there might be a few, like this one, cherry blossom trees here and there that might still be in bloom. So I thought I might see if I could capture them before it's entirely too late. Let me just get a picture for the old Instagram. Maybe a little. Oh, hang on. Huh? It's hard for me to see on the little screen if I'm getting it. Let me get a picture here. So no, I'm gonna walk around a little random, but with cherry blossoms in mind, if you want to call it that. Yeah. One more picture. Here we go. Yeah, so let's move on. Oh, can you get out this way even? Okay, let's just do this. All right. But yeah, it is just after 8 o'clock in the morning, so even though this is a happening neighborhood, apart from where I live in Nørrebro, which is more maybe diverse where I live, this is a hipster's playground. We're right on the edge of it, in the grown-up part of it, but if you head straight ahead, it'll be more youthful, which means at 8 o'clock in the morning it'll probably be quiet. But in the afternoon and the evenings, it's a very happening place. Today we are not going to the center of it. We're staying on the edge, so to speak, because I want to catch those cherry blossoms. But I promise I will later in the season get back here, maybe do a couple of afternoon shots when there's a lot of people here, and get in closer to the center of it all, where everything is happening. So don't worry, guys, if you want youthfulness and dynamics, I will be back. Here's some sort of youthful skaters thing. What do I know? I'm old and clumsy. The red M. I don't know if actually we passed it on any of my other walks, but that's the metro sign. We have a pretty well-functioning metro in Copenhagen, I think, and they're expanding it, which is good. I actually think that if I have to throw some criticism at the metro, I think the project might be 5-10 years. They should have started earlier, is what I'm trying to say, because Copenhagen is growing, but you know, the new neighborhoods, or whatever you want to call it, tend to grow a little slow, because I think the local government is a bit too late in, you know, expanding the public transit network. But that's just in my humble opinion, you know. What do I know about local government? Not much. Not much. We're gonna pass a really great bakery right now called Brød. I often forget to mention it because it's nowhere near my neighborhood, but it's up there. It's a really great bakery. Brød means bread. You see the sign here. See, there's a line outside actually. But yeah, this is really a place that if you're young and you're kind of hip, if you like, you know, what do I know, coffee, good food, wine, craft beer, fashion, whatever, this is probably the neighborhood you want to live in. The neighborhood I live in is more, people are gonna hate me now, it's more quote unquote real. I think we have a lot of posters here who just want to look cool. You know, skinny jeans, beards and stuff. But okay, I come from a worker's home, a worker's background, so I guess I prefer my feet planted on the ground. But I like the neighborhood because there are a lot of good places here to drink craft beer or coffee, and a few good restaurants as well. Where I live there are as well, it's not as hyped. It's not as hyped. This is a place that's very hyped. And I know a lot of people, especially young people, are into that. And it's not all bad. I'm happy it's here. It's a big city after all, ish. I guess I just feel more at home where I live because it's weirder. This is more pretend weirder, you know, but pretentious weirder. Whereas just where I live is just weird. I like that. Maybe I should get a picture of that mural for my Instagram, so it won't be just cherry blossoms. Hang on, guys. Let's see how close I can get. I need to back up a little bit now. Let's see. There we go. Thanks for the patience, guys. I know I sometimes pause when I'm out walking, but yeah, it's to have stuff to put on my Instagram as well. But right now, like this day is, it's a bit cloudy, the sun is almost peeking through. I would say the temperature is around, I don't know, 8-10 degrees, which is for me brilliant. I'm not freezing, I'm not sweating. This is my sweet spot. And there's something also weird about walking around like a hipster happening neighborhood. that's almost empty because you can't smell this obviously, but you can smell young people live here. It smells of beer, urine, and a little bit of vomit. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Yeah. I do like this neighborhood. I'm just being an old grump. I do like it. I just prefer where I live. I guess that's it. I mean, young people sometimes get on my nerves, but I happen to be young once myself, and I remember all the stupid stuff you say and do when you're young. It's okay. I like young people. Now and then. Alright, this is still quite pink. If you can see there, down there as well. Alright, I think we'll be heading this way. If we headed the opposite way, we'd get closer to the center of it, but like I said, that would interfere a bit with my plans today, so we're heading outwards instead. But yeah, I will get back here to this neighborhood. This is also where the the central train station is located, in the opposite direction as well. So I could take a walk in there as well someday, and it's close to the main town square. Oh, and if you've only just now found my channel, you're probably not aware that my sense of humor can be a bit weird. So before you get offended about me teasing young people, don't take it so tough, don't take it so hard. It's just, you know, a bit of fun. This used to be a church, as you can probably see. Some, I don't remember his name, but some rich guy, I mean really rich, purchased it and turned it into kind of a, what would be the English word here, like a community center or something, like for people to meet and eat and read literature, play music and stuff like that. Haven't been there though. Okay, I thought it was on purpose that I headed for this, whatever it is I'm walking on right now, because I thought there would be more cherry trees here. But okay, I think there are a couple more ahead. I don't know, it's just the season. It's like, oh, I can't have a walking tour channel without having at least one walk a year with cherry trees. So I thought, like I said, last year was a week early because I had stuff to do, and this year it's maybe a week late, but a little is better than nothing, I guess. Oh, there's Muriel down there too. But yeah, give it a few hours and there'll be a lot of people here, and especially in the summertime, it'll be packed with people here. You know, skating, drinking beers, playing music, all sorts. cars. Any cars? Yeah, let's go. There's a boulevard that we're walking on right now. Sønder Boulevard, it's called. So South Boulevard, however you want to translate it. But yeah, this time of year and autumn, you know, when everything starts to change, the temperature gets a little hotter, warmer in the spring and a little colder in the autumn. Colors change, aromas, smells change. Oh, I love that. That's funny. I know most people like summer. I mean, it gets a bit too much for me. Spring and autumn are my favorites. And winter because of the darkness, not so much the cold. I mean, I can deal with that, but the darkness can get really tough, I think. This will make maybe for a nice thumb. See a playground with a sunken ship or something. The Trinidad. No kids here now, so I guess it's okay to film. I would never do it when kids are playing. I care about privacy. Wonder what these are. Oh wow, they smell very very pungent, very perfumed. I wonder what they are. If anybody knows what these trees are, feel free to leave a comment and educate the rest of us. Actually more. Okay, I thought so. I think I remember that there would be a few cherry trees down this boulevard. But yeah, I think we might be a week late. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Like I said, a little is better than nothing, I reckon. I was thinking about, probably won't have time this weekend, but hopefully if the weather is at least semi-nice next weekend, I might have time for it. One of my earlier walks before I started talking, I was looking for like a hidden market behind some old, as an old area that used to not have public access because it's part of the English word. It's a part of where all the trains gather, like behind the scenes. It's not the train station, but it's like where all the trains were parked and repaired and stuff. I don't know if there must be an English word for that. I don't know it. But that area is much smaller now, so they opened a part of it for the public. There are some old buildings there that the workers used to live in that are pretty cool. And they opened kind of like a hipster cool food, beer market down there as well. And it's hard to find, so you need to know where it is. And about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, one of my early videos, I went on a walk there, but I was ill prepared. I did find the market, but I got lost a little, and the market wasn't opened. But I've checked online now, it should be open for the season now. So hopefully if the weather is at least semi-decent next weekend, I thought I might go. And hopefully not get lost this time. I need to turn right here somewhere, I'm just not entirely sure when. Well, I think it's the next time. We see these cherry blossoms over here, they are singing their last song for this year. We might catch a glimpse of it in just a minute. I've been contemplating doing a walk in the new neighborhood over here. I think I might have mentioned it, but I think they're still a bit too far to being done. So I think I want to wait. It's called Carlsbergbyen, the Carlsberg city, I guess, roughly translated. It's where the original Carlsberg was founded, in the original buildings from way back when. But I think it's still a bit too undone, perhaps, to take a walk there. And I also want to prepare because I want to dig a bit more into the history about Carlsberg. It's a big part of, Denmark and being Danish, I guess, that it's a very old company. So I want to pay respects. Oh, we have a. Oh, I don't want to film that. Oh, it's a pool with people swimming. So I don't want to invade anybody's privacy, in a swimsuit or anything. That would not be decent. Anyways, right in front of us. It's what I love about it is there's a lot of new, but the old historic buildings they have kept and renovated. So as you walk around in there, apart from now, there's still a lot of construction going on. But I like that in between the modern, tall buildings are, old historic buildings that they kept and renovated, and all the names of the streets and the buildings and stuff like that. I've also honored the old traditions with giving them names for different hops and brewing procedures and stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. And already now, even though the new neighborhood is far from being done, they have already started opening great places to eat, restaurants and also bars and stuff like that. And one of the old Carlsberg buildings, they still have like a tour where you can tour, the dungeons, I almost said, the basements or whatever it's called, with a lot of old brewing equipment, and you could get taste, little tasters and stuff like that. So I like that they kind of mix new with old instead of just tearing it all down. That would be a bummer. So yeah, but I'm definitely gonna do a walking tour in there, but I just, like I said, think it's a wee bit too early. We'll see. But I think it's, even though the neighborhood is not done, that they're already trying to build a community, like, with the restaurants and stuff like that, so it's not just empty, because people have started to move in, and I guess it makes it easier to sell it and for people to move in when stuff is already happening instead of waiting. So I think that's pretty cool, because we've seen in this city other new neighborhoods being built that for a while, even years sometimes, are left almost empty because nobody wants to live there because there's nothing there. So I think perhaps they've learned this time to build I don't know the English word here, but like a milieu, to use a pretentious word. Yeah, and it is bordering right up against I think it is officially a part of Vesterbro, I think. But it's at least bordering right up to it. Oh, sorry, I was tilting my camera a little bit there. So I get distracted sometimes. Forget what I'm doing. Alright, anyways guys, I think I actually see one more cherry tree down there. I think we might end up this walk down there. So I did 2 walks this morning. The one video you watched last week and this now, just to make sure that I got a little bit of cherry trees on my channel. Maybe next year I'll be able to time it better. We'll see, maybe not. We'll take things as they come. And here's another mural, let's get that as well. Yes, that's supposed to be hops or something, I think it is. I think they're supposed to be hops. All right, I think this will be it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again. If you haven't already, push the buttons. YouTube loves that stuff. And I hope you all will have an amazing weekend. And I'll see you all, hopefully, next week. Bye guys.